And we're back with the K-1 World Grand Prix 2016 Japan K-1 60-kilogram Japan tournament at the Yoyogi National Gymnasium. In the second gymnasium, we have a 65-kilogram bout here for you. In the red corner, Kaew Weerasakreck taking on, in the blue, Ilias Bulaid. I'm Brian.
And I'm Ross. Okay, into the breakdown. Elias has a huge height advantage. At 178 centimeters, he is 9 centimeters taller than his opponent. He's also younger, much younger. He's age 20, that's 11 years Kaew's junior. So all the advantages go to Bulaid.
Yes, ton of experience between both these guys. I will say, having done training with Kaew, he is just by far the most talented, incredible, you know, the fighter with the highest fight IQ that I've ever trained with. He's so natural.
Well, that's saying something with the company you keep, Brian. Between them, they have a huge 283 wins between them.
Yes.
That is a huge amount of experience.
There's a lot of doling out a lot of damage in the ring.
Oh, wow, yes. Absolutely. And none of them seem to have taken too much by the looks of them.
Yeah, well, both these guys are going to have respect for each other, particularly Bulaid will know who Kaew is and what he's about. Yeah, just the young, hungry wolf and the veteran other wolf.
Yeah. I wondered where you were going with that, Brian, and now I know.
There's two wolves, man, meeting in the ring.
Well, Southpaw versus Orthodox Wolf.
Yes.
Let's see how this works out.
Yeah, Kaew's weapons, and the thing is too, I talk about his fight IQ. His technique selection is pretty simple. He's got a great jab and cross. He's got a great left low kick, mid kick, and high kick, and he can push off into this flying knee just like that. But it's the way that he puts those things together and uses them that makes him so outstanding.
Absolutely, he puts them together quite seamlessly, and as you said that, he just demonstrated it perfectly. Bulaid is looking to try and kick the inside forward leg of Kaew, and you can see it's already reddening up there a little bit, but he doesn't seem to be at all recognizing it.
No, Bulaid just seamlessly switching his stances there, and Kaew saying, yep, well, if you don't want me to kick that leg, I will kick this one and drop it in the low kick.
You get the idea. Kaew sees everything in bullet time.
Yes.
Everything's in slow motion to him. And Bulaid is the opposite. Everything is 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, Kaew's got, you see the step he takes down the low kick? He's dropping his weight into the low kick. It's very Thai style low kick, really heavy, just adds that much more oomph to the kick.
Absolutely beautiful. The thing about Bulaid is this high, tight guard he's got is producing a lot of area for attacking his body.
Yes. Ooh.
Ooh. That's...
Yeah, it's the danger of throwing the spinny kick. I believe that's the second time in the match he's done that, and you always have to be careful about getting undercut.
Yeah.
Especially in this open stance.
Let's take a little look at that again.
Ooh.
That's, yeah. I'm impressed that Bulaid is on his feet and he's carrying on here because that was significant.
He threw it again. He likes that technique.
He really does. He really does. Ooh, look at Bulaid here go now. He loves his combinations.
Tenacious. He's going to be well conditioned to be able to keep up this pace. You know, Kaew is well served to just kind of be relaxed here, measure a little bit. He is fine being patient and calm because he's so confident in his skill set.
I love Kaew's left counter and Bulaid kicks. It's absolutely beautiful and it's well timed. Here we go, just the last 10 seconds here. Bulaid's going to try and come on strong, to remember. But Kaew says, really?
Yep. Bulaid looking good here in these last couple stanzas at the end of the round. Kaew, you know, the Muay Thai background, has to be careful that when he throws those knees, he doesn't pull the head down, because the refs will be all over.
Now both fighters really feeling they've got the better of it.
Well, and for being such a young guy, man, Bulaid looking just awesome against such a tough, gnarly veteran.
I cannot believe that he's got 148 wins with only 6 defeats at the age of 20.
Yeah.
I mean, Kaew, a much older guy with 11 more years on his clock. I mean, not even he's got a record like he's got 135 wins.
Yeah.
Far more defeats at 31 and 4 draws.
Yeah, but Bulaid is just probably literally having a fight every weekend.
It's that young blood.
Yeah. No, he's looking great though. He's got he mixes his techniques up so well. He does things fundamentally great. He finishes with a low kick. He pressures with the knee. He's in your face. He's got like his own style, and he uses it so well.
Here we are. The referee had to get involved a little bit in that first round.
Yes.
Even pushing him apart at some points. He's a big fellow himself, the referee, so you don't want to mess with him.
Well, and Kaew is a crafty veteran too. If he can, not break the rules, but just play with him a little bit, do a little clinching here and there, make it uncomfortable for Bulaid, he will. That's what veterans do.
Yeah, you learn the grey arts and you work within them.
Yes.
Look at this. I'm loving the movement of the upper body of Bulaid. I love the way he's coming under, rolling, coming over the top. Not effective yet, but very, very nice.
These little knees underneath, man, that damage to the body is going to slowly start adding up.
Ooh, with a nice knee to the body, as you said that, Brian.
Ooh. Wow, barely getting under that thing. Nice defense there from Bulaid, man. That would have cut his hair.
That really would have. And a good evasive maneuver from the ref, I might add. He's a bit light on his feet, despite what his weight says. Here we go. He's getting involved again now.
He's not liking some of that pulling down action from Kaew on the knee. He was going to have to adjust and just make sure he does not do that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fall out here and possibly suffer a point deduction. All right, here we go. I love the way Bulaid never chucks a single shot.
Yes, no, it's always, and it's different angles from the hands to the feet. Ooh, big hook and big knee.
Bulaid needs to revolve off a little bit more. He went back far too linear and found his back against the rope, so you do not want to be there against Kaew.
Yeah, and he likes that spinning back kick, but he probably should stop throwing that quite as much because Kaew's going to start reading that and seeing that. Come back with the tags.
Absolutely. Referee's having to get involved again in here.
He's having trouble not grabbing behind the head here. If he can push off and throw the knee, he'll be in a little better situation.
Okay, Bulaid's got Kaew against the ropes here now, and ooh, nice.
Oh, a nice jab there over the top.
Yeah, it was almost like a jab into a hook almost. There's a lot of power on that. It was significant. But Bulaid fires back.
Yes, so explosive, throwing everything into his shots. And when he does guard up real tight, it's not for very long. He might hit a few shots, but then he turns the corner and puts his opponent on the ropes and starts throwing back.
Interesting the way Kaew just pushes Bulaid into range. And Bulaid goes, yeah, okay, eat some of this. Oh, good kick to
Nice
Kaew.
left underneath. Yeah, that's heavy, that hurts.
Yeah, liver hunting there.
Well, and if it lands on the forearm, it's going to take away the punches from you. If it lands on the body, it's going to take away his stamina.
Beautiful little counter punch on the right hand of Kaew there as Bulaid came in. Well timed.
We're coming down to the last 25 seconds here in round two. A real great fight from these guys. So much clean technique.
Oh, nice kick there, just pushing Bulaid back, getting some range, getting some respect.
Bulaid seems to have lowered his own pace a little bit here. And I don't know if it's that he's hurt or he's just trying to figure out the rhythm, if the push is messing with him a little bit.
I think you're right, he's got to stop those spinning tactics, hasn't he? Kaew is reading it and he's finding himself against the ropes. I think Bulaid might be tired, but I think also Kaew has landed some heavy body work.
Yes.
And Bulaid's got to start looking at that guard of his.
Yeah,
too high, too wide.
Normally his pace is not dropping off like that right at this point. So kind of surprising turn of events there in the end of the second round. Kaew looking really calm, really relaxed, like he's got stamina for days.
Oh man, Kaew is completely composed. He's a picture of composure. And right now, I think Bulaid's doing the heavier breathing.
Yes. Well, I think Bulaid's used to being able to control people because he turns the pace up and they can't hang with him. Kaew's just such a crafty veteran that he's not going to fall for that or play that game.
No, he's not. He's not going to be put out of his rhythm. I think Bulaid is a whirlwind, a tornado who can take most people off the ground. This guy's too heavy for that. Kaew is set.
You are absolutely right. Well, it'll be interesting to see what he does here in the third round.
Well, here we go. Thailand versus Brazil.
Yeah, this might be the place where Kaew really picks it up.
I think now's the time for him, and I think he knows it.
Here we go, the start of round 3. Nice pump in the double jab. Finish him with the kick.
I'm loving the way, Kaew is just edging back very slightly, just keeping that range and just countering Bulaid as he comes in.
And this is what these great Thai kickers do, is they bait you in with a little bit of a back step, and then they're primed to throw their knee or their kick right as you commit.
Oh, beautifully done. It is beautifully done. And Bulaid walks straight onto it. Look at this now, the momentum has changed. I think Bulaid's hurt to the body. I think he's doing a good job at not showing, but I think he's hurt to the body.
No, you're right, because something has just sapped the energy out of his pace and his rhythm.
Oh, and I think Kaew knows it. He's targeting that body. Look at that knee to the left side, right side, sorry, the liver side.
No doubt. You know, I'm sure throwing those strikes and having thrown so many thousands of knees in competition, that Kaew can just tell when they're landing home. Ooh, and then kicking back behind the front leg there.
I love Bulaid's response there to land all those body shots down low. Didn't seem to have any effect. But often when someone starts tracking body shots, it's because they've been hurt by one themselves, and they're like, oh, I need to start doing that myself.
Sure. You see the guys are pushing off there, not caught in the clinch.
Kaew's turned his man against the rope seamlessly. What a wonderful pivot.
Just looking undeterred as well, and stamina for days.
Absolutely, Dave. Look at this. I think the momentum is truly turned here, but a nice combination from Bulaid.
Beautiful. That's what Bulaid needs. When with Kaew, pushing out the long guard like that, it's going to be the hooking shots, uppercuts and hooks that are going to land. He needs to punch around that guard.
He does. He definitely does. There's gaps there. It's nothing special. It's normal basic moves, but he needs to do it.
And Kaew's doing a good job of just being a veteran here and kind of smothering him a little bit too.
Getting well within the range, so there's no bite point on Bulaid.
Oh, there's back to the body. Yes,
and look, he's backing off.
Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah. He's feeling it. It hurts.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do. Your body kind of takes over.
Yep. I think, as you called him earlier, Kaew, the crafty veteran, I think he knows his target.
Yeah. He's done great work underneath the big punches of Bulaid, and it's really paid off.
I love the way he turns Bulaid. And look, his pushes and knees. Great timing.
He uses the ring so well. Bulaid, in that exhausted state, just bounces off the ropes and falls right into the jumping knee of Kaew.
Looks terrible. Looks terrible to the judges, even if it's not significant. But you see, Bulaid is normally so good with his angles, but I think he's met a master.
Yes.
Kaew can just turn this guy.
Wow, yeah, beautiful. So dominant. Beautiful front kick. Oh, straight.
Beautiful counter. Creates range and then lets you walk in on it.
Yeah, he had great performance, man.
I think Bulaid's got plenty to be proud of, but I don't think he won.
No. And it's just the finer details there. Truly great work from the veteran Muay Thai fighter.
Really. He just looked at that big exposed body and said, I know where I'm going.
Well, and this is textbook. This is the way it should be. If someone is a great puncher, you need to undercut those punches with the knees. And it's a tough thing to do when someone like Bulaid was like a whirlwind, like you said. Only a guy like Kaew is going to be good enough to be able to withstand that.
That's it. You've got to slow down. Bring it to him.
30対29赤Kaew。ジャッジ友武30対29赤Kaew。ジャッジ長瀬30対29赤Kaew。いいの判定3対0としまして勝者赤Kaew。
Well, and doing just what he needs to win, nothing more, nothing less. Just a wonderful day at the office.
Absolutely. I think if I was going to look for one word to sum up Kayew's performance, I'd just say solid.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Professional.
That's it. And despite, Bulaid having the more victories on his impressive resume, I think those 11 years junior have showed.
Yes.
I think experience versus youth, experience won.
Yep, and just looking so sharp, so clean. Truly is, you know, getting to watch such a good fighter perform. And he's not in his comfortable rule set of Muay Thai. He's here in K1. He's adapting. You know, he's creating a blueprint for a lot of guys that might move over from Thailand to fight in division. How can you make your skill set work? He doesn't do anything fancy. It's just the way he puts it together.
Absolutely not.
Basics and fundamentals just as good as they get.
Yep, absolutely. He's got such a nice, basic and polished skill set. And as you say, it's the way he puts it together. It's the sequences he uses. It's, you know, he never forgets his priority. You can see some fighters get out of their rhythm, you know, forget what they should be going after. Not this guy. He was like, I'm going to slow this guy down before this target. Never got deterred once, never got into an ego match.
No, yeah, so good. And just simplicity. Simple is beautiful, and simple is effective. And yeah, just as good as it gets. Well, there you have it. The K1 World Grand Prix 2016 Japan K1 60 kilogram Japan tournament. We will see you the next time.